Hey guys, welcome to another episode on Lilian's Couch. On today's episode, I have my dear friend, a star actor, Nollywood's favorite, Daniel Etim Effiong. Yes, I got the pronunciation. Thank you, Daniel, for coming on my couch.
It's not hard to pronounce.
Daniel, no, I was rehearsing in the car. Daniel Etim Effiong. Daniel Etim Effiong. I swear, because I really wanted to get it.
Right, thank you for having me, Lily.
Thank you for coming. I mean, I know you had to squeeze me into your busy schedule. I really appreciate it.
Well, yeah.
So let's get right into it, Daniel. You know you're known as a star actor, even if you like to be humble about it. So, but you know, when I was doing my research about you, right, I saw that you studied mechanical engineering or something. I'm like, huh? How did you go from that to this? Like, how?
I was actually chemical engineering.
Chemical. Sorry.
Yeah, and how did I go from that to this? Well, I've always loved to act, and I've always acted since I was a child. So I guess I acted in church, in school, every opportunity I had, side by side my engineering life. So at some point, I just decided, you know what, maybe this acting thing was the real deal. So I switched careers.
Oh wow, it's so nice. I love the fact that, I was once an engineer and now I'm an actor. Like, so you have that arranged, you've done different things. It's nice. Yeah. And then, your wife, I have my own love for your wife. Aside you, I'm sorry. We have our understanding.
Yeah, and she's in love with you too.
She's amazing. Toyosi is amazing. Let me not get into it because I won't finish. Toyosi is out there, right? Even if I will not say Toyosi is out there, even if she doesn't, I could tell that she's not that kind of a person. She doesn't really care for that. But, naturally her work, the things she does, always doing this women, unite. She likes to do all these things that unite women together and all that. So naturally, there's no how you'll be fighting a great cause and you obviously wouldn't be known. And then you are also famous. Like, how is that? Did you ever think you just, you would end up in a marriage that, both of you would be out there in the limelight and...
No. So when we met, I was already an actor when I met her, and she was behind the scenes. She was a producer. And so when we started talking, I didn't imagine that, she would grow to the point where, people would know her. Do you know what's funny? Actually, when we started talking, when we met, she had more following than I did on social media.
Oh no.
Yes. When we met, she was hosting. She was working with Sahara reporters in New York, and she had this show that she did. What's the name of the show called? As To Your Seas or something. Yeah, called As To Your Seas. So she had quite the following. While I was still
trying to find your feet.
Exactly, trying to make my way in the industry, all of that. And then when we met, I'm like, yeah, man, let's kick it. Let's see how we can do this. And then when I came back to Nigeria, my career just blew, and then we're here today. It wasn't planned. We just take one day at a time.
I cannot remember. I will never forget your wedding because I was there live in my flesh. Do you know one thing I noticed about your wedding? I think your wedding was one of the few weddings I went to, and I said, you know what? I actually want to have that wedding where I can walk to everybody's table. Don't forget your wedding. You could actually greet you. It felt like you guys knew everyone that was in that hall. Like everyone, we had fun till we left that we had fun. We're there to the end. So it was very intimate, and you could tell that everyone here was here for the groom and the bride.
It wasn't an industry wedding per se.
Yeah.
It was very intimate.
Like you said, friend, you could tell that we were all of us were connected.
Exactly.
Because we were there, we're having fun, we're dancing. Every time they called on stage, all of us were there. And we're like, I'm thinking, what we doing? So it was so beautiful. And it just made me realize that, I actually want to have a wedding that is just like me and my people. Not just like...
From your lips to God's ears.
Amen. I just need the man, Daniel. Okay, so... I'm asking this question for myself. And for other people out there, but for myself as well, because I want to know how you did it. How were you? How people just stereotype, like when you're in the industry, oh, you're a fine guy. So, okay, whenever we're casting Daniel, it would just be fine guy's role or hot guy, right? How were you able to break that stereotype? Because one thing I've noticed in your career is you are able to play multiple roles. People cast you for anything and everything. They don't say, oh, whenever I'm thinking it's only Fine Boy, I'll think of Daniel. So how are you able to break that? Because I'm actually struggling right now with that. So
I mean, when you have certain features, the tendency is you'll be cast in certain roles. If you're fine, you've got big boobs, big booty, they will cast you in certain roles. If you've got muscles, they'll cast you in certain roles. If you have a fine face, you speak well, they'll cast you in certain roles. I think the responsibility is on the actor to push for to be seen as more. So you go out of your way and specifically look for certain roles, and then when you have the opportunity to play these other roles, you play it so well that they can not but say, wow, okay, this guy has range. You know, this guy can do so many different things. So yes, the industry will try to push you into a box. I think the responsibility is on us to fight back. You know, to say, you know, I'm more than just a pretty face. I'm more than just muscles. I'm more than just, you know, I'm more than just my phone. So the onus is on us as performers to make sure producers don't put us into a box. You know, sometimes I read scripts and I tell producers that this guy, man, how to play this guy, this rough guy, this guy that speaks pidgin English, this guy, and they tell me like, can you speak pidgin? I'm like, I'll be Benin boy and I grew up for Benin, of course I can speak pidgin. You know, so sometimes we have to push for it. It doesn't always come to us like we would like, but you know, sometimes we have to fight for it.
Yeah, I agree. Because for me right now, I tell people, I don't mean any offense or anything. I'm not taking certain roles because if I have to starve myself and be hungry, I'd rather do that till I get or obviously create these roles for myself, because sometimes people just, nobody wants to take a chance. You can take a chance in yourself. When they now see them, like, oh, okay, she can do this. So sometimes I'm thinking, okay, no, I'll create these roles for myself, play these roles, and then they see it, and then also, okay, she can do this, and then they take a chance, which is fine. So either ways, I mean, some people, I love the fact that people now are having opportunities as, you know, as actors to become producers. So which is good, because now you can now, you know, take charge of your own career, right?
To be honest, I have found out that Nigerians are not very adventurous when it comes to pushing for new things. They'd rather just wait and let people discover a new path, and then everyone will jump on
there.
board, you know. So we have to be brave and fight for it.
So wait, do you sometimes watch like some movies that you've done and then cringe and just be like,
yes.
Do you? How do you like? Because I thought I was the only one. How do you feel when you?
When I started, I didn't used to like hearing my voice. I didn't used to like seeing myself on screen. You know, if Toyosi and I are watching a movie that I'm in and this is me, I'm always like,
like you.
And she'd be like, Daniel, fix your face. Daniel, stop it. So I had to make a conscious effort to start to watch more of myself and be comfortable with seeing myself on screen. You know, it was a process for me. So now before I never used to watch myself. So now I watch myself, I take notes, you know, to improve on my previous work. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So is there anything you're working on right now that you think we should be excited to see? A movie coming out soon?
Listen, a number of them. I'd say for one, there's a film called Jolly Roger coming out on Netflix next month. It's a Walter Banger. It's a Walter Banger film.
Walter is good.
Walter
that guy
amazing.
Is detailed. He's one of my. He's good.
Yeah. So there's one. So that one is coming up in March.
Wow.
Then there's one that we shot in Calabar this year. I don't know when that one is coming out, but we shot for the whole month of January. Throughout January this year, I was in Calabar filming an epic. I've never done an epic before, so this is my first real epic. Okay,
now I can't even imagine. I'm sure you dressed in that their attire.
Listen, it was insane. Like I was stretched. I was like, I had to shave, I had to grow my hair.
Because obviously you have to look the part.
Yes, no, it was crazy. I had to lose weight, I had to gain weight. Like it was, But watch out for it. It's going to come out soon.
Oh, Daniel, I'm so, I think for me, right, maybe because I've known you for a minute now, I'm so happy for everything you're achieving right now. Because you've put in the work, you have the passion. Daniel, you're very professional. I remember when I called you to work on my series and everything, and you would come on time. Once we give you your call time, you're there, and people are just like, really, I'm like, he's like that. Like people are like, oh my God, you're always on time. You're always like, you're there for the work. You have the passion for the, and you know, the love. So when you will be billing me, you deserve the money, even if you say you took costs. But I mean, when you bring what you bring, I see the reason why you deserve much more, because you bring in you bring everything, your A game. So yeah. Okay, so quick question, Tell me 3 movies that you've done and that the character was extremely, I mean, this epic definitely has to be one, extremely challenging.
Okay, definitely this one I did in January was one of them. Has to be one of them. It's called The Masked King. Very challenging. I won't say more, because if I say more, I'll let some things out of the bag. But yeah, very challenging role. We shot for a whole month. We had to go by boat every day to set.
Wow.
We had to go, and trust me, it was like we had to go by not by yacht or something, like a speedboat. Right? Yes, like a banana boat. We had to go with a banana boat to set every day. Yeah, it was wild. But yeah, that's one of them. Another one would be, there's this film that I won the Globe Awards for. It's called Kofa by Judy Dada. So that film.
You work with all these very.
Yeah, so that film, we were all in our underwear. We're literally naked. We were 10 people, 10 young actors, and the premise of the film is we wake up in an unknown place all naked. So we're all in our briefs, both girls and guys, and we had to act. So 70% of the film we were in briefs. Like, it was insane. It was we were acting on the floor. Like, there was dirt. There was broken glass. Like, every day we'd go back to the hotel room and we'd all be covered in like dirt, and we'd be washing off glass from our. But it was hectic.
I feel like people don't understand the work we have to put in sometimes as actors. They just see it on screen. I'm like, and they start judging, and I'm like, guys, you guys don't even know half of what happens behind the scenes.
And then not only was it physically difficult, it was also mentally challenging, because the character that I play was kind of insane. Like, he went from one extreme to another. He was like he was irate pretty much throughout the film, and it was getting on everyone's nerves. It was crazy. So that was cool.
That brings me to my most important question of the day.
One more. The third film would be the third film would be a Collision Course.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yes, Collision Course. I was beaten. Like, trust me, he beats me for that. I saw far. Like, they threw me out of a moving car. They dipped me into like lagoon water that people poop in. Like, it was hard. Yeah. So those are the 3 films.
Okay, so now, do you ever? I mean, I get it that you have, because I know it's very hard for someone that has Toyosi by his side to fall in and out of those things. But have you ever gone through like a moment like of depression, or when you're like, you just can't process what's happening and you just want to take time off for yourself?
So the truth is, I'm not one of those that like to live my life on social media. I think social media serves a cause. My take is that social media should serve my brand in a certain way. So what I post on social media should serve my career, should let my fans see me in a certain light. Do I post everything that happens to me on social media? Absolutely not. So social media is just one side to me, but there are several other sides to me, and trust me, I've gone through challenges that have shaken me. I've gone through all kinds of challenges. I've gone through marital challenges. I've gone through career challenges. There are times when, I thought, I should be getting more from my career. And I felt like, like even currently, I'm at a place where I am honestly wanting more from the industry. I think right now I've reached a certain mark in the industry that I feel exhausted. Yes, I feel exhausted. I feel there should be more. I feel like I need to get out of this space that I'm in. It feels like I've grown and my head is hitting the ceiling. I'm not saying I've done everything, but I get what you mean. Like, I feel like
I'm not even there, but I'm going through my own.
I'm receiving scripts right now, and I'm just like,
I've done something like this. I want more. I've done
this. I'm tired of this.
Hollywood, baby. That's the way to go. I think for
absolutely.
me, Daniel, I mean, hearing you say this also gives me some kind of motivation, Because sometimes I just feel like, I mean, I've been there and I feel like they don't see me.
Yeah.
Like, and it feels like I'm trying. And sometimes I just don't want to be seen. I just want to be in a box and I'm just like, shrinking myself. I'm just like, I want to become more. I want people to see my full potential, right?
Yeah.
So I'm struggling. But then I just tell myself, you know what? And I always say, I thank God for my relationship with God, because Daniel, oh my goodness, I don't even know what I would have done. Sometimes I feel like I want to just like leave the world. Like, it's so weird. And that's when it hits me like, oh my God, this is the devil.
Yeah.
Because it feels like, no, you're just getting started. And
guess what? I realized that it's at those dark moments that your growth is. You know, we never really grow when we are at high points, when we are making waves, when people are talking about us, we are trending, that's not where your growth is. Your growth is in the deep. So at those points where we are in the shadows and we are in the backside and we are in the dark, those are the points when we actually grow. So they are actually good for us. We might not like it, but they're great for us.
I bet you they speak English. May we enter the Akanchawa, but for this segment now, these parts, you go speak pidgin English. Then all this your phone and then the shadows of the dark. You go speak pidgin English, and you go tell us your most embarrassing moment for your entire life. The one way go make people now and they go they shake. In pidgin English, I don't want to hear all this your Akanchawa English. I don't there for inside.
This is my most embarrassing moment.
Come.
I've had many.
You take it
I don't get many embarrassing moments, to be honest, but my most embarrassing moments. Okay, there was one time. You say, relax.
I better speak pidgin English.
There was one time when I did rehearse with some babes for stage play, and
no, what you don't go do this boy?
No. So I did rehearse with some really fine babes for one stage production. So I did move everywhere, movement, you know. And so I just did move. And so now me and two babes when they the hall, they rehearse. I just did move. Now I just mess. Like, in front of the two fine babes.
It loud.
And it was loud. It's loud. I just...
And your mess go dey smell.
No, you know smell. My mess no dey smell, oh. You know they smell. Ask my wife. I
mean, your wife go side you. You should be ask your wife.
My mess no dey smell. But that, as I just mess like this, everybody just quiet. Like, we just look at ourselves like this.
And you know, deny say no be you.
I don't feel deny say
so you come from your own angle.
Like, everybody knows say na me. So for like 5 seconds, everybody just keep quiet first. They will your boss laugh. Everybody your boss laugh. So we laugh. I just say,
but you know smell.
No,
Daniel,
no smell. I mean, I be correct guy now. You look me finish. You say something where you smell. They come from my body.
So now that one be your most embarrassing moment.
Embarrassing moment, man.
Because I know say those girls go on day. They go on things.
Babes were fine. Now the worst thing be that. But me, I know say fine babes. Now they mess pass.
And their mess go smell. And at least you know smell, so it save you.
Exactly. Do you understand?
I support my friend. Because if for smell, for bad.
No, but...
Okay, let's... You know the hungry. We'll go chop. I bet I don't the hungry. No, we'll take this shot first. For my couch.
Yeah.
Food no good day for my chest too. Chest in long life.
All right.
Hollywood, baby.
Hollywood, baby. Let's do this. Okay, are you down in it? Bottoms up.
Stay classy.
Okay.
Stay classy.
Okay.
Stay classy.
All right.
Okay, food time. You are sweet, Abi.
Makes sense.
Why not chop that plantain?
Wait plantain now.
You say they come, never fry them. You know if you wait.
Did they fry the plantain now?
You wait.
Maybe they fry and they come.
So you go still wait for the plantain? And it needs to be bougie. You can't be behaving like this.
I will chop the plantain after I finish the rice. See, that's why I didn't want to talk. When they look me like that kind of person.
And about how your kids do. Oh my God.
My kids are good.
Your daughter, sometimes I want to just eat her face. Like, oh my God, she's so cute.
She's amazing.
Your daughters, like Joko.
No, my daughter, I've got one daughter and one son.
Oh, really?
My second baby is a boy.
I
know. No, it's a boy. We used to weave his hair so that his hair would grow.
Oh!
Yeah, but he's a boy.
Daniel,
we used to weave his hair, but One pastor came to our house and said we should stop it.
Before.
In this age, yeah, we had to stop that. But
it doesn't matter. I get it. Because it's so cute. Because even me, imagine I thought it was
pretty.
yeah.
Face, yeah.
Because even me, I thought it was 2 girls. So yeah. Okay, guys. We need to wrap this. Not the chop my talking. Don't be classy. Oh, sorry, guys. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, share, comment. I love you all. Thank you, guys. Tony, wait. I will put my hand for your food, though.